Namaste everyone, welcome again to the class. Now in this lecture, we will see merits of a cooperative society. Cooperative form of organization offers the following advantages. Now merit, when I talk merit, that means I want to talk about advantages of something. So advantages of cooperative society or merits or some good points about cooperative society. The first, age of formation. It is quite easy to form a cooperative society. Any 10 adults can join together and form themselves into a cooperative. Very little time and money are required to get a cooperative society registered. The legal formalities are very few and simple. So this is a merit, this is an advantage that it is easy to form. Second, open membership. Any person have the common interest can become member of the cooperative society and can leave the society at his own pleasure. No discrimination is made on the basis of caste, creed, religion or political affiliation. The cost of a share is low and even poor person can buy it. So open membership, anyone can become a member. And yes, as the cost is very low, even poor can become the member of a cooperative society. Third point is limited liability. The liability of every member is limited to the extent of his share in the society's capital. Therefore, the risk faced by every member is limited and known. Fourth point is continuity and stability. After registration, a cooperative society becomes a separate legal entity. The death, lunacy or insolvency of a member does not affect its existence, therefore it enjoys continuity of operation. Okay, so limited liability means the person who is member of the cooperative society, his liability is limited, okay, to the share which he purchased from the society, or it is limited to the amount which he has invested in the society. Continuity of this and stability means the society after registration it continues even after some of its members are not there. Okay. Democratic management. Management of cooperative society is fully democratic. Every member has an equal vote or voice irrespective of his capital contribution. The principle of one man and one vote is followed. A small group of members cannot dominate and control the society. As the members of the cooperative society are drawn from a particular area or class, there can be better mutual understanding among them. Members are known to each other. So democratic management here, there is one man one vote policy. Okay, so it is not like if I purchase many shares, then I have more voting right and hence I can dominate the society. It is not like that. Okay, so everyone has equal contribution in the management in case of management is concerned. So here the management is democratic, and as people who are in the society, they are either from the same locality or from the same group or from the same company. Okay, there is more mutual understanding between them. 6 is internal financing. A large part of the profit of the cooperative society is transferred to general reserve every year. Dividend on capital cannot exceed 10%. Therefore, plowing back of the profit facilitates the expansion and growth of the society. Now here, as the profit which this cooperative society is earning, okay, is again invested in the society, and hence there is a possibility of growth and expansion of the society. So this is internal financing, means cooperative society is getting finance from itself. Low operating cost. The office bearer of a cooperative society offers honorary service, therefore cost of management is low. Cash trading avoids bad debt and there is no need to maintain huge stocks. As customers are primarily the members themselves, there is saving in advertising and selling expenses. Elimination of middlemen also add to economy of operation. So low operating cost. So here the members who become officers, okay, they are providing their services by their own. So it is not like that we have to pay huge amount as salary. So therefore the cost of management is low. And here cash trading is done. So therefore it avoid bad debt. Also there is no need to maintain huge stock. Also, as members are only the buyers in the society, there is no investment on advertisement, and finally there is no middleman. So the operating cost of cooperative society is very low. Cheaper and better supplies. Cooperative society supply better quality goods at cheaper rate due to service motive. The focus is on welfare of the member. Surplus is also shared by the members on equitable basis. So cheaper and better supplies. So here whatever cooperative societies are doing, they are doing for a service motive, they are doing for society. So they provide better quality at cheaper rates. State patronage. The government provides several concessions to the cooperative societies in the matter of taxes, finance, etc. A cooperative society enjoys special privileges and exemptions. So state patronage, here state is providing facilities, state is providing certain exemptions to promote the cooperative society. 10th is social utility. Cooperatives and non-cooperative organizations, they promote personal liberty, social justice and mutual cooperation. They help to prevent concentration of economic power in few hands. Cooperative undertaking also serve as a training ground for self-government. They foster fellow feelings, self-helping, theft and moral values among the members. There is no danger of speculation. So social utility. Social utility means cooperative society, whatever they are doing for the society. So they are more useful to the society. Okay, they are providing equal distribution of money in the society. Okay, so like business houses, the money is concentrated in the hand of few people. In cooperative society, it is equally distributed to the members. So these are advantages of cooperative society. So let us again see what are the different advantages one by one. First, age of formation, means it is easy to form. Second, open membership, means anyone can become a member of the society and anyone can leave. Limited liability. So here the liability of members are limited. It is only to the amount they invested in the society. Continuity and stability. So once your cooperative society is registered, then it continues even after death of some of its members. Democratic management. The management is democratic. That means here one person, one voting right is there. So everyone participate equally in the management. Internal financing, the profit whatever the cooperative society are earning, major part of it they are again utilizing in the cooperative society, they are keeping it reserved. So there is expansion possible using the internal financing only, financing from its own profit. Low operating cost. So here as the officers are from its members only, they charge less or they don't charge, and as there is no need for advertisement, there is no expense on selling. Okay, so because of all this the operating cost is low, cheaper and better supplies. So as here the motive is a service motive, so the product they produce is of good quality at a less price. State patronage, state government is also providing some benefits like giving concession in income tax. And social utility. So cooperative and non-cooperative societies, they promote personal liberty, social justice and mutual cooperation. So here we have more social utility. So these are the advantages, these were the merits of cooperative society. Now as there is merit, there may be some demerits or disadvantages. Okay, like a coin has two faces, similarly everything what we study, they may have some advantages and disadvantages, merits and demerits. So let us discuss demerits. So cooperative societies suffer from the following drawbacks or demerits. Okay, first is limited capital. A cooperative society is formed usually by the people with limited means. The principle of one man, one vote discourage members to invest large amount in the society. Therefore, a cooperative society often face shortage of fund. It is not able to mobilize adequate capital for large scale operations. So this is the first disadvantage, that here the capital is limited. Now as I will get one voting right only, so why I will invest more, why I will purchase more share. So it discourages the members to invest more in the cooperative society. Second, inefficient management. A cooperative society is managed by managing committee consisting of office bearers elected by the member. These office bearers may not be competent and experienced. A cooperative society cannot afford to employ expert professional managers at high salaries. So inefficient managers, as the managers are from the member of your cooperative society. Okay, they may not have expertise, okay, what is required to run a company. So here lack of expertise is there, so inefficient management may possible. Third is lack of motivation. Honorary office bearer of the cooperative society have very little incentive to work hard for the society. There is no direct link between effort and the reward. Members are often ignored of the principle of cooperation. Office bearer may misuse fund for personal interest. Lack of competition may slacken the effort. The lack of motivation means what? The office bearers means whom we appointed as the managers of the cooperative society. Okay, they are no other benefits, means if they are doing very good in the cooperative society, we are not paying them much. Okay, so there is no direct benefit. So therefore it discourages the managers to do hard work for the organization. So this is again a disadvantage, lack of motivation. A non-transferability of interest. The shares of the cooperative society are not transferable. A member who wanted to quit the society has to submit his shares to the society in order to get his money back. So this is non-transferability of the interest. The shares of the cooperative society are not transferable. Fifth is lack of secrecy. Lack of secrecy. The affair of the cooperative society are openly discussed in the meeting of its member. Every member is free to inspect the books and record of the society. Therefore, it becomes difficult to keep the secret of business. So, lack of secrecy means everyone can check the books, everyone can see what the cooperative society are doing, how they are doing. So, there is less secrecy. Excessive government control. Now government is providing some benefits, so the government is also controlling the cooperative society. The day-to-day working of the cooperative society is bound by legal rules and regulations. Keeping of account, regular audit and inspections are essential. reports have to be submitted to the registrar. Time consuming, formalities, restrict, flexibility and initiative. So excess government control means here the cooperative society have to follow lot of government rules and regulations. So this is again a disadvantage. Rift among members. The success of cooperative society depends directly on the loyalty and cooperation of the members. Quite often disputes arise among the members, among the managing committee and the members. Some members may want to dominate the working of the society. Members are drawn from different sections of the society. There is often lack of harmony and enmity among them. So rift among the members. Rift among the members means a dispute among the members. So many times it happened that there is a dispute with the members who are managing the society and other members. Okay. So this is again a disadvantage. So here we discussed a few disadvantages and few advantages. Now here you can see merit and demerit is given. Okay, points are given. So one point you can take and you can keep your eyes closed and think about it, what you understand by this point. Like first, age of formation. So age of formation means it is easy to form a cooperative society. Okay, there is not much documentation is required, not much fund is required. Any 10 member can join together for a common interest and they can form a cooperative society. Second is open membership. Open membership means anyone can join member at any time. The membership fees is very less, therefore even the poor can become the member. Third is limited liability. Now here the liability is limited. That means one has to, okay, in case of any problem, one has to bear a very less, okay, amount. It is at the max equal to the amount what he paid in this society, the amount of share. Continuity and stability. Here we seen that the cooperative society continues even after death of its few of the members, or even if few members left the society. So it is continue. Democratic management. Here we have seen that one man one voting right is there, so it is a democratic in nature. This is one advantage. That means nobody dominate the cooperative society. Internal financing. So here we have seen that the amount which is collected, which is generated, the profit which is generated in the cooperative society, major portion of it is again utilized in the society. Therefore there is internal financing. Low operating cost. So here the operating cost is low, as members of the cooperative society, they from themselves become the managing directors. Not managing directors, I will say that they become the managers to operate the cooperative society. They charge very less. Okay, also there is less investment on advertisement, as majorly the members itself, they are buying the products of the society. So low operating cost, cheaper and better supplies. As the society, as the cooperative society, its main motive is to service motive. It work for the society, so they provide good quality product at the cheap rate. State patronage. State government is supporting the society by reducing their income tax rates and by providing some other incentives, benefits. And social utility. So here we have seen that they provide more social utility. They provide equitable distribution of the income in the hands of the member. So they have more, cooperative society have more social utility. So these are merits. Now there are few demerits. First demerit is limited capital. Here huge capital we cannot get, as here we have one man one voting right, so anyone discouraged from investing more in the society. Inefficient management. We have seen that key managers are from the members of the society, they are paid less. So in cooperative society we cannot hire experienced well qualified managers. So inefficient management. Lack of motivation. Here motivation is low because there is no direct link between the work you are doing and the amount you are paid. So this discourage managers to do hard work for the society. non-transferability of interest, one cannot sell his shares. Okay, if he wanted to get out of the society, he has to return it to the society itself. Lack of secrecy, all the documents anyone can see at any time. Okay, so there is lack of secrecy. Okay, the business is not secret. Excessive government control, we have seen that there are a lot of government formalities that need to be followed in the cooperative society. So again, this is a time consuming process, and this is a demerit. And rift among the members, so many times it is possible that there is a conflict between the members of the society and the members who are managing the society. So this is again a demerit. So these are various merits and demerits of a cooperative society. Now let us move further and understand the type of cooperative society. Several types of cooperative societies have been formed with the different motive. Some have been started to help consumer and other to help the small producers. There are some cooperative society which help farmer in a number of ways. Important types of cooperative societies are given below. So types of cooperative society, let us discuss one by one. First is consumers cooperatives. The consumers cooperative society are set up to help lower and middle class people. These class protect weaker sections from exploitation by profit hungry businessmen. Okay, so the consumer cooperative societies are set up to help the lower and middle class people. Okay, these societies protect weaker sections from the exploitation of profit hungry businessmen. Means we see that private companies, they are formed to earn more profit, so they are profit hungry businessmen. So to protect the weaker section of the society, these consumer cooperatives are formed. The society makes bulk purchases directly from the producers and sell these goods to the member on retail basis. The commission and the profit of middlemen are therefore eliminated. Member get articles of daily use in good quality and at the reasonable price. The surplus earned by the society is distributed among the member, and some of the surplus is spent on the welfare of the members. Consumer cooperatives are also known as cooperative stores. So cooperative stores, there if you go, you will find the product, okay, at cheaper rate. Means again here you are buying something, but you are buying at cheaper rate because these cooperatives, they purchase in bulk, okay, from the manufacturers, and thus it avoid the what we can say that commission of the middleman. Okay, in India, consumer cooperatives have been set up both in urban and rural areas. There has been, so these have a 4-tier structure. Okay, so in India we can see these consumer cooperatives in cities as well as in villages. Now we have 4-tier structure: the primary societies at the base level, the central wholesale societies, cooperative federations at the state level, and national cooperative consumer federation at all India level. So from top level to bottom level, here we have primary societies at the base level, then we have a central wholesale society, then we have a cooperative federation at the state level, and finally we have national cooperative consumer federation at the all India level. Consumer cooperative help in checking the prices of essential commodities by reducing the monopoly of traders. They are very helpful in the poor people. So here these consumer cooperative societies, they check the prices of essential commodities. Now they check the prices of essential commodities means if there is only one person who is dealing in the commodity, then he can increase the prices of those essential commodities. Now when we say essential means it is a daily use product. Okay, like many times we see that the prices of onions are rising, okay, too much. Okay, so when they are under control of businessmen, so they can increase it to any level because they are of daily use. We will purchase either in some quantity, but definitely we will purchase. So they can do, but because of these consumer societies, they are not able to increase the prices. Okay, because increase the prices too much, because if they increase prices, okay, very high, then people will start becoming the members of these consumer societies and purchase from them. So they control, check means they control the prices. Second, producers cooperatives. Producers, we have seen consumers cooperative, now in the same way we have producers cooperative. These societies are established for the benefit of small producers who find it difficult to collect various inputs and also face marketing problem. Producers cooperative are of two types. So producer cooperative, again in the case when the producers are okay, means what we can say that when the producers are small, then in that case they form cooperative, okay, for their benefit. Now we have two type of producers cooperative. One is manufacturing cooperative, second is industrial service cooperative. So first let us see manufacturing cooperatives. Such a society supplies raw material and tool to member and collect their output. So such society, what they do, they supplies raw material and tools to the member and collect their output. Member produces in their own houses or at a common place. They are treated as employees of the society and are paid wages for their services. The society sells the goods in the market. The surplus is distributed among the member after retaining some amount in the common reserve. So manufacturing cooperative, so here the manufacturer, what he does, he provides raw material and some tools to its members. Members, they work, either they work at home or they work at some common place. Now for this they are paid. They are paid by the manufacturer, and then the amount the goods are produced by the members, it was sold in the market, and whatever amount they collect, some of the amount they invest in the society and the rest they distribute its members. Second is industrial service corporations, industrial service cooperatives. This type of society makes bulk purchases of raw material and supplies them to the member. Now industrial service cooperatives, this type of society makes bulk purchases. Makes bulk purchases means they purchase in huge quantity. They purchase huge quantity of raw material and supply them to its member. The society also arrange machinery and equipment for the member. The output of the member is marketed by the society. Individual member earn a profit in proportion of their output. So depending on how much output you are giving, you will get the benefit. Producers cooperative are very helpful to self-employed worker and artisans who have limited fund and lack marketing skills. The society helps the members by supplying the necessary input and marketing their output. These societies encourage unemployed persons to start their own enterprise. However, producers cooperative have not been very successful in India due to scarcity of fund and other problems. NAFED, HAFED, Mother Dairy, Amul, etc. are the examples of such cooperatives in India. So this Amul is familiar to you, Mother Dairy is also familiar to you. These are the cooperative societies. Now these are the producers cooperative society. They are producing goods. Amul India, you know, you can check Google for more detail of Amul India, how it functions. Third is marketing cooperative. Marketing cooperative, these societies are voluntary association of small producers. Marketing cooperative, they seek to sell the product at remunerative prices. The society pool the production of different members and undertake to sell the combined production directly, thereby eliminating middlemen. The society provides grading, warehousing, transportation, packaging and insurance facilities. It may also provide some advance money to members for meeting their urgent needs. The sale proceeds are shared among the members in a proportion of their contributions. Marketing cooperatives also collect information about market conditions for the benefit of members. Now marketing cooperative means what? Here again small producers, okay, they cannot sell their product directly in the market, or they find it difficult to market their products. So what they do, they form a cooperative society. So producers, they come together and form a cooperative society. What they do, they whatever they produce, they all collect their product at one place, and from that one place it is marketed in the market. So this marketing cooperative society, it handles all the job of selling the product, their warehousing means collecting the product in their godowns, okay, distributing them, selling them. So these are all done by marketing cooperatives. Housing cooperative. Now these are, housing cooperative is very familiar. You are living in your house. If you see, your building have a cooperative society. So housing cooperatives, these are associations of low and middle income group people who are not able to construct their own house due to limited fund. These are formed mostly in urban areas where the housing is an actual problem. Housing cooperatives help their members to own their house. These societies are of different type. Some societies acquire land, divide it into plot and give the plot to their member for constructing their houses themselves. The societies also arrange loan for the members from government agencies and financial institutions. The second type of housing cooperative society, acquire land and construct multi-storied flats. The flats are allotted to the members. The members pay the cost in easy installments over a period of time. These societies save money by purchasing construction material in bulk. So housing cooperatives. Now I will give you example of your building. Okay, your building. What builder does? Okay, builder does what he does. He first collect a small amount from different members who want to purchase the flat in the building. Okay, so he get the initial amount, okay, to start work, and then he starts the work, he constructs the building, and then he sell those building to the members who have initially contributed the money. Okay, and thus many times means it is difficult to pay all the amount. So this builder itself, he provide you loan facility from different banks, which you can pay in small installments, and then he forms a cooperative society. Okay, so that is housing cooperative society. Credit cooperatives. Cooperative credit society are voluntary association of people with limited means. These societies are formed with the objective of providing financial assistance to the member and developing habit of thrift and saving among them. Rural credit cooperative society or rural credit cooperatives are formed in villages to protect farmers and artisans from money lenders who charge exorbitant interest. Urban credit cooperative or the urban banks are set up in cities for the benefit of low and middle income group. So low and middle income group, they form a society where they put their small savings. So by small saving, a huge amount is collected, and from this huge amount, if any of its member needs some money, then that money is supplied to that member with a very less interest. So by this, it prevent its members from the exploitation from lenders or from the exploitation of huge banks. Then we have cooperative farming society. We know that India is land of farmers. Okay, so here farmers are huge in number. So for their mutual benefits, we have cooperative farming societies. These are voluntary association of the farmers formed with the object of achieving the benefit of large scale farming and maximizing agricultural output. Scientific methods and modern machinery are used for this purpose. Farming cooperatives are of the following type. Now there are few types of farming cooperative societies. Now farming cooperative societies, they are formed to help the farmer. Okay, to help the farmer. Now how to help the farmer? They will provide better seed facilities, they will provide better equipment for their farming. So first is better farming society. Better farming society, this type of society is formed to improve the method of farming and arrange the facilities for sowing, harvesting and harvesting of the crop, etc. So better farming society, what it does, it provide better improved methods of farming to the farmers. The member cultivate their land independently. The society provide only services for which members pay some charges. Second is joint farming society. The land of the members are pooled and cultivated by the society. The society sells the produce and sell proceeds are distributed among members in proportion of their land. So joint farming society, we know that here the farmers are farmers have small land. So in those small land, it is very difficult to do farming on a large scale, or lot of difficulties are faced by small farmers. So what this joint farming society does, it join all the land, okay, it join all the land, and on that big land it does farming, and whatever produce it generate, it sell it, and then it distribute the amount collected to the farmers, okay, in proportion of their land. So this is joint farming society. Next we have tenant farming society. The society acquires land and distribute it among the members. It also arranges seeds, fertilizers and other inputs. The member cultivate land independently and pay rent to the society. So tenant farming society means what? Here the society, it acquire big land and then it distribute a small part of it to its member, and those members then they cultivate and do whatever they want with that cultivation. But for this, as they initially don't have land and this tenant farming society has provided them land, so they have to pay rent for the land. Collective farming society. Land is owned by the society and members work as employees of the society. They are paid wages for their labor. The surplus of the society is distributed among the members in proportion of their wages. So collective farming society, here again all the farms are put together at one place, and now here all the farmers are working on wage basis. So they are paid for their work. At the end, if there is any surplus money, how surplus money will come after selling the produce from the field, so that surplus is distributed among the members in proportion to their wages. So the farmer who is getting more wage, that means the farmer who is doing more work, he will get more benefit. Cooperative societies have also been formed in occupations such as dairy and poultry farming, fisheries, cold storage, processing of agricultural product such as sugarcane, oilseed, cotton, etc. So again there are many more areas in which we can form the cooperative societies. Now let us see formation of cooperative society. So we have seen what is the meaning of cooperative society, we have seen its features, we have seen its merits, demerits, we have seen its different types. Now let us understand how we form a cooperative society. We have understood that the formation of cooperative society is easy, but how we can form the cooperative society? So a cooperative society must be registered under the Cooperative Society Act 1912 or the State Cooperative Society law. So in one line they explained us that key to form a cooperative society, we have to register it under Cooperative Society Act 1912. In order to get a cooperative society registered, an applicant in the prescribed form must be submitted to the registrar of the cooperative society of the state in which the society registered office is to be situated. So where the registered office, okay, means we have one cooperative society, we have one office. So where that office is in that locality, we have to register our cooperative society with the registrar. Okay, any 10 person above the age of 18 years and have common interest may submit a joint application for being formed into a cooperative society. So there should be at least a 10 member who have attained the age of 18 years. So more than 18 years should be there. Okay, they all come together, they will write one common application that they are forming a cooperative society, and that form they have to submit with the registrar. The application should contain the following information. Now what they write in that application: the name and address of the society, the aim and object for which the society is being registered, the name, address and liability of the members, division of share capital, method of admission of new member. 2 copies of bylaws, rules and regulations of the society. A cooperative may adopt model bylaws given in the Cooperative Society Act instead of forming its own bylaws. Once the application for registration along with the copies of bylaws is submitted, the registrar of the cooperative society will carefully scrutinize them in order to ensure that they are in accordance with the provision and spirit of the Cooperative Societies Act. When he is fully satisfied, he will enter the name of the society in his register and will issue a certificate of registration. After getting the certificate of incorporation, the society becomes a body corporate having a separate legal entity of its own with a perpetual succession and limited liability of its member. Okay, so that's it. So here all the 10 members or more than 10 members, they come together, they write one application. Now what information they give in that application? They give their name, address. Okay, they give name and address of the society. First they will give name and address of the society, then they give what is the common objective of the society. Third, they give name and address and liabilities of its members. Then they inform about division of share capital and method of admission of new members, and 2 copies of bylaws of the society. So society also make its own rules and regulations. So what rules and regulations they are making, that also they have to submit. A cooperative may adopt a model bylaws given by the Cooperative Society Act instead of forming its own bylaws. So there are choice that either cooperative society frame its own bylaws or it will adopt the bylaws given by Cooperative Society Act. Once the application is registered with the copies of bylaws is submitted, the registrar of cooperative society will carefully scrutinize them in order to ensure that they are in accordance with the provisions and spirit of the Cooperative Society Act. So you have to submit that application to the registrar, then registrar scrutinize, means it check whether everything given in your application is as per the Cooperative Society Act. When he is fully satisfied, he will enter the name of the society in his register and will issue a certificate of registration. So once he is satisfied that everything is proper, then he will write your cooperative society's name in his register and he will issue you one certificate. After getting the certificate of incorporation, the society becomes a body corporate having a separate legal entity. So once we get a certificate, we become a cooperative society. Now this cooperative society is perpetual in nature. That means even if its few members will not there, will die or will leave, then also the society will continue. So this is all about formation of cooperative society. Now management of a cooperative society. Management of a cooperative society. The management of a cooperative society lies in the hands of managing committee. Managers of the committee are elected thereby by the members. They elect the following office bearer from among themselves. So we have already understand that the members of this cooperative society, they appoint few members among themselves to manage the society. Now whom they elect? So there are few posts created like president, vice president, secretary, joint secretary and treasurer. The general body of the shareholders lays down the board objectives and policies of the cooperative society. The managing committee determines detailed programs and procedures of the society. The committee also get progress report from the office bearers, and it is accountable to the annual general meeting of the members. They manage this society according to Cooperative Society Act 1912. Now they have given one story of Amul success, how this Amul India become the cooperative society. So here I think it is not visible clearly. A group of farmers in the Gujarat formed group of farmers in Gujarat, they formed one society, and then they start introducing new members to them, and slowly we see that now they are working at a large scale. In Maharashtra and Gujarat you will find Amul dairies, Amul milk products. Okay, so this is a cooperative society, success story of a cooperative society. So management of cooperative society, what we understand here, that members of the cooperative society from themselves they elect few persons as president, vice president, secretary, joint secretary, treasurer. And what is their role? Their role is to implement rules and regulations of the Cooperative Society Act 1912 and work for the benefit of society. Okay, so this is all about cooperative society. So in this chapter we have seen the meaning of cooperative society, we have seen features of the cooperative society, we have seen the advantages and disadvantages, that is merits and demerits of the cooperative society. We have seen different types of the cooperative society. Yes, in between we have also seen distinction between cooperative society and joint stock companies, cooperative society and then what we can say that partnership firm. Okay, we have seen merit, demerit, we have seen types of cooperative society, we have seen how we form a cooperative society, and finally we have seen the management of cooperative society. We have seen a small story of Amul India also. So Amul India story, you can go on YouTube, check it, how this Amul India become a big brand, right? There is a movie on this Amul India also, right? So yes, I hope everything is clear. Thank you for being with me in this lecture. Next time I will meet you with a new chapter. Okay, but you again go through this chapter. You have to go through each and every questions and try to answer yourself. Okay, so a good amount of question bank is here. Go through it. Okay, thank you again.